Okay, hi, this is Dice Kimura. I'm a Fort Lauderdale guitar teacher and worship leader, and today I'm going to do an equipment review of my Boss Tremolo TR-2 that is modded by Analogman. Okay, equipment, I'm just using the TR-2, and I'm using an American Standard Telly from the 90s, and I'm using a 1967 Fender Deluxe Reverb amp. Okay, so here's the Telly with the bridge pickup clean straight in. Absolutely no effects on this. Now I'm going to try it with the with my TR-2 modded by Analogman. I'm going to start by putting everything kind of in the middle, as you can see. I just really like it. I really like the Analogman mod for this TR-2. I've used several other tremolos, and none of the other ones had a complete bypass like this one does, in my opinion. This one, when you turn it off, it's completely off. And with other pedals, with other tremolo pedals, even really high-end expensive boutique pedals that had all kinds of options and bells and whistles, I noticed that there was a bleed through with the sound. The pedal sounded great when it was on, but when it was off, it compromised my tone. So this pedal, I ended up sticking with it, even though I tried a whole bunch of other ones. And I use this live all the time. Actually, this is I usually use it with a little bit of fuzz or just very light distortion. Even when I'm clean, usually use like my Analogman King of Tone, and I'm usually running through my 74 MXR Dynacomp, and so that kind of tightens up the lows. But right now what you're hearing is it's totally clean, but I usually have a little bit more of an intensity dialed in. This is kind of like my live sound. I'll show you. This is just great for using with ballads. This is pretty much my settings live, and I'll use this in this song if there's a breakdown, like a verse or something where the intensity drops. I'll use this and it'll kind of just add some color to the tone. Here's with the front pickup. I have this is a Telecaster with a Lindy Fralin Big T in the front, and of course the rear is my Seymour Duncan quarter pounder. But here's the front. It's just crystal clear. There's all the highs there. I like this pedal. There's only 3 knobs, and it's all you need. Whatever it is that Analog Mike did on the inside, he pretty much took care of it for you. That it automatically makes the highs just right. I'm going to show you the inside of the pedal too, because there's some things you can adjust. But of course you can get kind of crazy if you want kind of a crazier sound. If I dial this in like this, you may be able to use some kind of crazy live effect. Here's something maybe. pretty cool too. It's a little more intense. The reason I like using this pedal for modulation over chorus and stuff, I play with a big band, not brass, but just I have keyboards and 2 guitar players, bass, drums, and then usually 5 singers, and it just allows me to cut through the mix very cleanly in those sections of the song that come down, and it doesn't make the sound more complex. Like chorus, I feel, makes the sound more complex, and there's a place for that, especially if it was like a trio or something. But having a bigger band, I just want to keep my tone simple so I don't muddy the mix, you know. So I want all my highs to be clear when I hit the pedal. And I also want to keep my tone simple. I'm also going to show you the inside of this pedal. If I can just disconnect this guy. I'm going to show you the inside of this pedal right here. If I can open it up. Alright, so now I've taken off the screws and I'm opening up. This is the back plate here of this pedal. And you can see, here's the Analogman signature. This was the tech, some guy named BB or gal. Let me see if I can open this thing up and show you. Okay, so I'm opening up the pedal now, and I'm gonna just pull it out of the casing, and there it is. And you can see right there, that white circle, that, believe it or not, is a volume adjustment for when you engage the pedal. You can make it the exact loudness that you want it to be. And personally, I've wanted it to be a little bit more, so I just moved it up a notch. Taking this opportunity while I do this vid to make the adjustment. And what that does is gives me just a little bit more of a volume boost while I'm playing live. Okay, so that's how you adjust the volume. So this is my review of the Analogman modded Tremolo TR-2. By far one of my favorite pedals. I use it every time I play live. And usually about 40% of the time live, I'm actually at some point in the song I've got this thing on. I really like it. Okay, thanks so much, and see you next video.